São Paulo.
Hi.
Hi. My question is about Runaway to Paradise. Unfortunately, I couldn't go this year because I have twin baby boys. They just turned one, yeah, and they're big fans already, because of course. And I'd like to know if there are any other cruises planned, and if so, is there a chance here in Brazil? It would be wonderful. No?
Did it. Done.
It's okay?
Yep.
Okay.
Why? The question is, why would I do it again? It was fun, but that was it.
It was.
I see Matt over there puking.
Hi. How are you? I'm Julie. So I'm from New York, Long Island. So
Long Island, yeah.
not a Jersey girl, a Long Island girl. It was all Billy Joel until 1995, and I woke up one day, and 6 hours later, my world came crashing down. My dad went to work. He never came home. Anyway, not to get into all that, but there was no therapist, no doctor, no pill that can get me out of the state I was in. Except one day I went in my car driving home from therapy, and I heard, "Someday I'll be Saturday night." And I have to tell you, thank you so much, because I don't think I'd be here today with my husband and my 2 beautiful children at home if it wasn't for that song. Because what it gave to me, there was no doctor, therapist, or pill could ever give. I would go in my car and I would just, in the olden days, you'd hit like repeat. You can't do that anymore, but you hit repeat. And so I just want to thank all of you, and I didn't know if there was any story that brought any of you that you would be comfortable talking about that song that brought you to those lyrics, because it felt like a Monday and it freaking sucked. And I was like, you know what? I'll be Saturday night one day. And I thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That's kind. I've never heard a story like that about that song. That's great. We wrote that. I remember where. I remember, when. But the characters are common stories that you'd hear often about people trying to persevere. So, much like other stories that in that era, there were fictional characters created from an amalgam, because that was a song that was co-written. So I wrote that with Richie and with Desmond. So 3 of us had different takes, hence the different verses. And we were all together on an island, snowed in for weeks. And so we were writing songs. And when we were writing the songs, that one was one of them that we just kept having to go back to and having to go back to over the course of a couple of weeks to get it right. But fortunately for us, it turned out right. But I'd love to tell you that it was, well, when I did this, it happened. But it wasn't. It was because it was an amalgam. In that era, it wasn't my story, your story. It was our story, and we wrote them together, and we created things from ether. Just things that were the plight of the many, that could be spoken, by us to whomever, however. But thank you for that.
I have one question. What island were you on that's snowing?
No, we were snowing in New York. We were in Mystique.
Oh.
And it's
like it's snowing on an island. That's the wrong island.
We couldn't get out. We couldn't get out of there. It was a rental house. Yeah. Thank God for us. We gained about 15 pounds drinking.
You can play it tomorrow. That would be awesome.
Okay. We know that one.
That's great. It's the greatest thing about the arts is
That's
that
great.
can inspire and change people.
Who knew?
It's a great.
But how do we know? That's so wonderful to hear these stories, because how would we know?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Keiko.
No fool.
Yeah. You know where I'm from, so I don't say. Before my question, I'm very curious about the red tassel under the shirt, Tico. Red tassel? What's that?
My prayer breeds.
Oh, Okay, thank you.
What else you got under that shirt?
It's like a fucking magic trick.
Now everybody knows our new album, Bon Jovi 2020. Before the This House Is Not For Sale album released, you did the listening party for 3, cities, London.
I would do that again.
Oh,
I would love to.
that was the question,
I had so
That was
much
great.
fun. We did
Yeah, it was,
Broadway in
yeah.
London and Toronto and New Jersey.
Yes.
Play an album in its entirety. I would do that again in a minute.
Good.
Yeah, I would do that in more cities next time for sure. I would.
It's a great way to get people to listen to the record.
I loved it, and the stories that came out of it,
Yes.
and the experience for us. I loved it.
Awesome.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved it. I wish we could have done that, on every show.
Yes.
It was great.
Thank you. And one more, it's not a question. I brought some confetti from all over Japan. And I want to add the Captain Crush for your set list tomorrow. Please.
Yeah, both of those aren't out of the questions. Yeah, let's take a look. Thank you.
Hi, John. Hi, Dave. Hi, Tico. First of all, thanks you guys for being here with us today. And my question to you guys is, besides Hampton water, what wine do you drink or kind of grape? Because I'm a sommelier, so that's a very important question for me.
Wow. Well, I'm fond of Jesse's Hampton water, obviously. But if I weren't drinking that, I'd probably find some light Sauvignon Blanc or a Pinot Grigio or something like that. Yeah.
I like a lot of wines. I like Italian blends. I like single grape Italians, and this year I got into French, not the Bordeaux, but the Burgundies. That's the one grape. It's really good for the summer. It's nice.
I like everything. I'm a rock and roll, just natural.
Oh, yeah, okay. Cool, thanks.
Like a Vermentino, like the Italian Vermentinos that are sparkling.
Partial.
And that's
Thank you.
Hi, oh my god. I'm Erica, and I have to do this very slow because otherwise I'm going to do America, and yeah. I've been living in New Jersey for 3 years, and I've been to Perth Boy, to Soul Kitchen, but my question is for each one of you, and you guys have been doing this like so many times and for so long. I would like to know if there is any question, like a special question that no one ever asked you and you would love to answer.
I'm waiting for the question, I guess.
For me, what's interesting is we allow you to ask anything you want, right? And you guys, you get into it, but nobody's really gotten into anything that was making us sweat. So it's been an easy conversation. So that's up to you guys to ask the questions. But it's not for us to say, oh, you should ask me this, because if I wanted to say it, I would just blurt it out. But we're willing to answer whatever. Oh, I see. That we would want to ask a fan.
Why?
But I know the answer to why. I know the answer to why, and it's nothing to do with us personal, because at the end of the day, wouldn't you be that way with the guys that you enjoy their music, right? With the Beatles and whoever comes around, the Stones, and I get to be a giddy fanboy too, when I've met a number of people over the years, and so I get it. Music does that to you. Yesterday was Bruce Springsteen's birthday, I made sure I texted him. You know, I was like, "Happy birthday, Bruce." You know, like silly stuff. Or Paul McCartney came over to hear the new record, and I'm sitting on my couch with Paul McCartney going, "Holy it's a Beatle, he's playing my guitar, and I'm singing songs to him." But how can you not be a fan, right? It's look at those guys. So I get the answer to the why. Yeah, I get the answer to the why. Sometimes we can't believe that you have that feeling for us, but Bruce or Paul have that same reaction to the people that look to their music. It's the same thing. Anyone who does this that I've met, the biggest stars there ever were, are flabbergasted that someone liked their songs. It's just the truth.
And they all had heroes.
And they had, yeah, they admired.
And you guys are very intelligent. You ask great questions, for the majority. We've had in the past questions asked by people, and it's written everywhere. You could read about it. And a journalist should do his homework. It never has. And they'll ask you a stupid question, like, "What's your color?" Or something that's just so obtuse. It's worthless. And we walk out. Obviously.
Anytime you hear that.
But you guys are great. You really are. Thank you.
Yeah, it's great. I'll talk to you guys. Yeah.
So what is your favorite color, too, Elsa?
Hi guys.
Hi.
First of all, I love all of you, the band, for many, many years. Just to have an idea, today is my 25th wedding anniversary and I'm here.
Oh.
Yes.
Where's your husband?
He's coming to have dinner with me.
That's nice.
Okay, no, in fact, I'm very happy he gave me as a gift because he knows how I love all of you. So thank you to be here and thank you for the whole years. I'm really happy with you. My question, after 30 years on the road, what makes you with a lot of energy as it was the first day, every time, every concert that I went, is my 6th now, I see the same guys, like a teenagers, playing, singing, like a boys. What is the secret? And thank you for everything in my life, and I love all of you, especially you, John. You are in my heart.
Congratulations on your 25th anniversary.
Thank you.
Tell your husband he's welcome. He'll know what I mean after dinner. And the idea that, we go on the stage with the desire to reach that joyful place, to really enjoy being in that moment is a gift. And we try to achieve that. It's not always easy, it's not always happen, but that is the desire, and that's what we try to get for each other too, is to have that connection with us internally and then with you guys. Because it's a great joy when that happens, and it's a great energy. It's a shared energy that you can just feel, and it carries on long after the show, because you go home and you're happy, and then you're nice to your family and your friends the next day, and we go on to the next audience and we get to do that again. And there's a great positive energy that comes from it. That's the idea. That's the idea.
Hi, good afternoon. Ben King from New Hampshire. I saw my first Bon Jovi